Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 14, Road to the Show with Theo Bonds. This is episode 17, and as you see here, we're going to get ready to have a game or a series here against the Minnesota Twins. But before we get into that series, I should say us as the Tigers, and more importantly Theo, is having a tough time at the plate. And also we're dealing with a 7-game losing streak here, and by the looks of it, it's going to get worse and worse as we go into the new month of June here, or I should say July. We're getting very close to the All-Star game. But yeah, as you see here, we're 7 games out of first place. And you see there the Twins are 5.5 out of first. So we got a lot of ground to pick up. Of course, we got plenty of time to get there. But we're the Detroit Tigers. The last couple of years we've been dominating this division, and we kind of want to continue doing that. So hopefully Theo and the Tigers can get themselves together. Of course, to cure any ill when it comes to losing is a win. So all we have to do is try to get a win and get our footing back and try to turn things around as we get ready to play here. So as you see there's the starting lineups for both squads there. And of course, Bonds there batting fourth. And I'm still kind of questioning, questioning that and trying to understand why they're having him at cleanup when they should have Miguel, who's apparently hitting third. So, of course, Theo hasn't been doing too much of really anything when it comes to the plate here. He's been getting some decent hits here and there, but when it comes to bases are loaded or runners in first and second, he's been struggling quite a bit there. So we'll see what he can do here. So there you see the pitching matchups. There you see his numbers so far at this point coming into this game: 6 home runs, 16 RBIs for the season. So 0-1 pitch, runners at second. There you see this one gets slapped right there to the pitcher there, and it's a 1-3 put out there for his first at bat. So again, Theo's not taking his time when it comes to pitches, and just swinging a little too wildly and leaving important runs there in scoring position. So bottom of the third here, you see he gets this one. This one gets right down the middle there, past the second baseman, and for a nice base hit. So now we got runners at first and second, and we'll see what they can do here. So there you see the pitching coach coming out and wanting to talk to his pitcher there to see what's going on, because at this point we are actually get some hits, but just not be able to get them in, get those runs in. So we're down by 2, or we're down by 1 here at bottom of the fifth. Runner at first. This one's sky high out there. It's going to left center there. It's going deep. It's going back, and it is caught there by the left fielder there for that catch. So there you see Bonds unable to do anything at that time. So we're again trailing by there at the end of the fifth by 1. So there you see Bonds coming up to the plate and trying to get some support behind him. So bases are loaded, bottom of the 7th here, 1 out. There you see he pops this one straight up. Actually, this is the very first pitch. He doesn't take his time, and yep, he fouls out there. So there you see another scoring opportunity that he's unable to do with the bases loaded and just not able to find his pitch. That time it was right there where he wanted it, but he was underneath that pitch that time. So we'll go ahead and get to the end of the game here. And there you see 1 for 4 for the day. And there you see Joe Nathan gets his save there for us. So we are able to win that game there. Final score 4-2. Bonds again 1 for 4 for the day. And you see the standings there. So now we're only 6.5 behind. But again, we still we got enough time to make some ground. But we got to do it now. We can't wait until close to All-Star break or even after All-Star break, because that's when other teams ahead of you was trying to do pretty much the same thing. So we got to try to get our footing in now as we get ready to go into game 2 here of this 3-game set. So here we go ahead, bottom of the second here, bases are empty, full count, and there you see he actually draws a walk that time. So he's actually being able to take his time and looking for those pitches and really seeing those. Of course, that last pitch there was kind of on the borderline, could have went either way. But he gets there on the base safely. So here we're going to show you guys some base running here. And Bond's able to take off, and he does. And he slides in there, and the second baseman boggles the ball. And Bond's able to get there. So there you see a steal there. And he gets 6 points for that steal. Of course, again, his base running is not as good as, as most people are. He is a big guy, and he's pretty much designed for power. So still, again, bottom of the second. Now we're at second, and you see a nice base hit there. And this one's actually going to score Bonds from second to home on that play. Actually going to get, I believe, Victor Martinez a double there on that play. So Bonds is able to score there. And then you see Victor get an RBI double. And we'll see the replay here. Gets all of that one right there. And is able to get in there and get the base hit. So there you see Bonds, there you see a walk and a stolen base and his last at bat. So we'll see what he'll do here. Bottom of the third here, runner at first, 1 out, 1-2 pitch, and that one goes there looking. Bonds unable, thinking that one's going to be a ball again, but this time they call it a strike. So he strikes out that time, almost in the same location from the last pitch. And he strikes out there. So there you see 0 for 1 for the day, a walk and a stolen base. And we'll see what he can do here, which actually will be technically his fourth at bat, but it'll be his second at bat for the day. So bottom of the fifth, we're up by 3, and then you see he gets hit there that time. And don't know what the pitcher was thinking. Maybe he's seen, possibly maybe seen Bonds maybe as a threat at that time. Of course, he hasn't been really that much of a threat, so he does get plunked there and is charged to go to first. So we go bottom of the seventh here. We're still up by 3. You see Bonds gets this one. This one's high up, deep. And is it deep enough to go out of the ballpark? And it is. Home run, Theo Bonds. This one goes out of the park. And there you see Theo Bonds' 7th home run of the season. And as you see, they're trotting along there. So the home run, he's been on a home run drought, and finally we are able to see him walk around the bases there with that great at bat there. And there you see, getting some love from Martinez there. And of course, this rookie it's been has ups and downs. Of course, that's going to happen when you're playing 162 games. You're going to have your slumps, and then you're going to have a hot streak going. So hopefully, this will be the turnaround where Theo will be having his hot streak. So there you see 1 for 2 for the day, 2 runs, 1 home run, and RBI, and there you see we end up winning the game 5-2. So now we go to game 3 of this 4-game series, and we'll see here on this very special day, which is, I believe, Father's Day. There you see there are a lot of players. Some of the players be wearing blue blue bats and just blue. I can't think of it now on the top of my head now. But, there he is wearing blue. He's representing his dad, who is the coach of the Atlanta Falcons and longtime coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, which is another lifetime, I guess you could say. But there you see he gets this one, he rips this one, and this one gets popped up, and he gets under that one that time and unable to get on base safely that time. Wristbands, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, probably you guys are probably yelling at me in the, saying stuff in the comments. But yeah, his wristbands are blue. Help, just like they do for the Mother's Day, which I love them doing, showing those little details in the game to really just make it different than any other baseball game I've seen. But bottom of the fifth here, we're trailing by 2. There you see he strikes out that time and cannot connect at all. And there you see -2 for that poor at bat. So there you see, trying to get some points there to really help him out, especially if we're trying to really work on his running ability and base stealing. Kind of want to get those points up So there you see his next at bat here. Bottom of the 7th here. We're trailed by 1 and 2 outs. There you see this one goes up. This one's high. Is this deep enough to go out of here? And it's gone. Home run, Theo Bonds. That ball is long gone. That is his 8th home run of the season. There you see him taking bringing a run in, an RBI right there, 2-run home run that time, and now puts them in the lead here. Now I believe 3-3. So we'll see here in the replay here, him just find that pitch, that location, and there you see he just takes it and explodes, and takes that ball high and deep. And I almost thought it was going to hit off the wall, or it was going to be snagged, but it was deep enough actually to go into the crowd out there near the bullpens, and Bond's able to get that home run. So here we go. His next at bat, we'll see if he can do the same thing by putting some extra runs there. So you see we're trailing by 3, bottom of the 9th, runner at second. This one's popped up, but this one's going to end up staying in the yard. As you see, the center fielder gets there and catches that one for that out. So there you see 2 outs now. Excuse me. 2 outs now for that at bat. Solid contact, but just not enough to get out of the ballpark. But there you see final score 7-4. Bonds 1 for 5 for the day, a home run and 2 RBIs for him in the ballgame. So we did win 2 out of 3 out of that series. So we have actually won a series. As you see here, we're actually winning series. The last time we won a series was against Toronto. But we got to really turn things around. As you see here, we're going to be at home once again as we take on the Kansas City Royals, and we have to face James Shields on the mound here. There you see 7-3 for the season, a 2.96 ERA, and 74 strikeouts. So we'll see what we have to do in the next episode against them. We have to really try to win that series against KC at home, and really try to turn our season around. We're about a month away from the All-Star appearance. Of course, Theo's numbers not great enough to be in the All-Star game, but he may be invited to the Home Run Derby. You never know. So, but that's it for this episode, you guys, of MLB 14 Road to Show with Theo Bonds. Come on back for another episode, you guys. If you guys enjoy the video, leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And also check out our other page, other social websites, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. All the links are down below in the description. As always, you guys, keep such healthy, and I will see you guys next time.